is normal for women over the age of 40 to get an annual mammogram. It is in question if women over the age of 30 should get screened for inherited mutations of genes that raise breast and ovarian cancer risks. This year, 40,000 women will die of breast cancer. This is a serious yet heartbreaking topic, and I chose to bring awareness to this particular topic. I will be discussing two particular genes of breast cancer and ovarian cancer that may be shown in a screening. I will also be discussing the cost and the process of this test, and also why it may be a benefit or why it may not be a benefit. Breast cancer 1 or 2 are the genes that I'm going to be discussing. Breast cancer 1 and 2 are rare in populations. In general, in this current population, it is rarely found. And the genes may look as such. This is not an exact image, but this is pretty close. This is for breast cancer 1. This is the location of the inherited gene mutation in both genes. Put that there. The time to consider getting this test done is if you personally had breast cancer in the past and you are under the age of 50. Another time to consider is if you have a close relative, meaning sibling, grandparent, grandchild, niece, nephew, that matter, then you should consider it if they're under the age of 50. Another reason to consider is if you have a known family member or yourself, you know that you have this gene, in this inherited gene mutation, then it is very highly recommended for you to get this test done because you are at a higher risk. Approximately 1 in 200 women carry a mutation. It might not always show up on the screening, but you may be a carrier, not necessarily a person that has this mutation. The risks of breast cancer associated with mutations in breast cancer 1 and 2 are 70% and 40% respectively. Now, the process of this is post-counseling. With post-counseling, the general population, meaning 1 million women, will get this type of complex and difficult result. And after you get the result, whether it's positive or negative, sometimes you may need counseling. But if it's a positive result, you get genetic counseling, hormone therapy. The cost of this is, the cost of universal testing will be very high considering counseling that goes with it. Approximately, it will be an average cost of $1,000 per person. Initial breast cancer testing for this current population of women over 30 will run about $105 billion. Genetic counseling can be done in one of 4 ways. It's not necessarily therapy one-on-one. It can be, but it's does more with hormones, and it's done in one of 4 ways. It is either with different brands of medicine or different brands of pills, or an incubator. Now, the name of these pills, as I have shown here, this is the pills. These can also be in pills. Tamoxifen, I'm sorry if I pronounced this incorrectly. Tamoxifen, it is known to reduce the risk in both postmenopausal and premenopausal women at high risk more than any other women. Evista, mostly shown to reduce in postmenopausal. Amercin is an incubator and it reduces it in postmenopausal women, but it's not FDA approved. Arimidex is an incubator. It's still not FDA approved. Some doctors prefer Arimidex over Tamoxifen and Evista. Currently, Counseling is for your benefit. Getting tested may be a good thing, but it can also be very stressful on yourself mentally and emotionally. Receiving this test will place greater demand on counselors, on genetic counselors that still cannot, as of today, meet the existing demands already. Providing women providing a woman is already aware that she has this gene. It can prevent cancer, genetic cancer, for particularly ovarian cancer, in that way. Currently, only 1 or 2% of ovarian cancers are being prevented with robust genetic programs.